Entrepreneurship demands a rare breed of business people, and the trio I'm about to introduce epitomizes individuals who possess qualities such as dogged determination, an innate skill at recognizing and grasping opportunities where others see problems and chaos, and great understanding and appreciation for the market and customer service. Meet Hugh Graham, Managing Director of the junior market company Paramount Trading; Spence, CEO, Director of SMS Communications Limited; and Anand James, Managing Director, Caribbean Flavours Ltd. I caught up with them at Mayberry Investments' interesting and well-attended monthly forum on September 18, entitled Entrepreneurship: Path to Success. Hugh Graham highlighted a fundamental truth in business. As businessman Orvin Hill once told me, it's better to own 30% of $100 million business than 100% of a $1 million business. Now, mindful of the contribution of his hard-working employees, coupled with the desire to expand the business, Graham began the process of preparing for the junior market. He understood then and now that letting go some control was for the greater good.
I should mention that Mayberry was a part of those discussions. I got to the point of realizing that letting go actually would work better for me and some of the things that I wanted to do, such as my hard-working staff. By then I had people 14 years, 13 years, 17 years, all that kind of stuff. So I believe that they were due part of the company, and they were equal partners with me because they made the company successful. So I won't take all the credit for that, and I wanted to share that with them. And this presented a good opportunity to do that. There are some other issues. The company was growing, and I believe, and still do believe, it was bigger than me. It was providing employment, people livelihood depended on it, and such. So the positives outweighed the negatives. So the advent of being on the market. And so that swayed the decision to go.
Graham, who is also involved in politics as a councillor for the Loydesville division in St. Catherine, shrewdly realized that corporate governance and systems in the company needed to be strengthened, and he set about doing just that.
Because of the rules of the market, it requires that some things are done, and done in a particular way. So the way that some things were done, they had to change and conform to better standards. So that was a challenge, good challenge in the sense that we had to employ people and got a lot of outside help to straighten us out. And so that was done, and I learned a lot. It was a journey of education.
Hugh Graham, Managing Director of Paramount Trading, one of the success stories of the Jamaica Stock Exchange's junior market. Entrepreneur Spence is the CEO of an interesting outfit called SMS Communications, which he started at home and now spans 9 Caribbean countries. Wide-eyed and exhibiting the enthusiasm of youth, Stephen and 7 friends formed the company several years ago after deciding that they wanted to get a piece of the rapidly growing communications sector, particularly opportunities stemming from the explosion in mobile phone usage in Jamaica. Stephen was to learn a valuable but harsh lesson about business and friendship.
And it was 8 of us, and we decided to incorporate a company, and I did, and this is one of the very first mistakes. 8 of us have an equal share in a company. Yes, we did that.
In 2007, Stephen started SMS Communications and had to battle the financial meltdown and costly foreign exchange inputs. However, his local client base began to grow. As Stephen is wont to say, let us cut out other things and look at how he grasped opportunity to get his first overseas company.
There was a Caribbean conference in Ocho Rios, and I decided to go, and that's how I got my very first company outside of Jamaica, and I was able to start earning some US from that point, and I moved on because of the service. I'm going to go on. You probably don't know what we do. What we do, we allow companies from any industry to communicate with persons or have games. Some of the games that you might play on your cell phones are provided through our network. The financial houses usually we hear about mobile money. I'm actually doing that in another Caribbean island. Jamaica is just a little bit slow in getting there. Right. So these are the solutions we offer via a mobile phone.
Stephen Spence, a young man with the dogged determination of a true entrepreneur. Guyanese national Anand James now calls Jamaica home. He is the managing director of Caribbean Flavours and Fragrances Ltd, which is preparing to list on the junior market. Anand says his mentors, both at the senior and junior levels, reinforced one thing: don't take your customers for granted.
Never take them for granted. I recall in 2002, I think, there was a spike in the exchange rate within a 2 months period. And the dollar moved from something like 61 to 78 in just that period. Every day it was moving like that. And I rushed to about 4 of my major customers. And I said, listen, can you guys just take what you have, just maintain your purchase quietly? Because if I should raise price every day, we'd both end up in trouble. Fortunately, and they did. I know what they normally buy for a month. They just simply buy little by little to keep them going until that dollar came back to 61, and I did not raise my price until the following year. And that I learned from my mentor. In the sense that, talk with your customer. If you think you have a problem, it's a customer problem, talk with your customer.
An important point at which to end today's edition of The Achievers. Next week, I shall present more gems from Mayberry's interesting investor briefing entitled Entrepreneurship, The Path to Success. However, it's not an easy road, and certainly not one for the faint-hearted. I'm Owen James.